Nikola Jokić isn't just dominating the NBA, he's rewriting basketball history in real time. What he just pulled off has never been done before, and even legends like Jordan, LeBron, and Wilt never touched this level.
When you look at a guy, and just look at him from television, you're like, okay, he doesn't have the cap shoulders like Giannis. He's not freight trained like LeBron. He can't jump out the gym like a young Shaq. But bro, he just light people up.
We are seeing an absolute master at the game of basketball like we've maybe almost never seen before at the peak of his power.
This goddamn Joker guy, man, he's shooting like, they say in like the last 5 or 6 games, he's shooting like 77% from the field.
Yeah, I mean, this season in 3 weeks, I think he's at 67% from the field.
Oh my God.
He is the best basketball player in the world. He's just going out there getting easy triple doubles and he ain't getting them fluky 10 points, 10 rebounds, 11. He get like 25, 16, and 17.
Bernard King had those 60 back in '84. Wilt with 59, and tonight, Jokic with 56 points.
Nikola Jokić, bro. Oh my God, he might be the best basketball player I've ever seen. Like close.
A 7-foot, 284-pound center just scored 18 points in only 3 minutes of overtime. And he didn't do it with dunks or easy putbacks. He hit fadeaways, step-back threes, and clutch free throws while the whole arena watched in shock. The craziest part? Nikola Jokić looked completely calm the entire time. What Jokić is doing right now feels like something the NBA hasn't seen since Wilt Chamberlain dominated the league in the 1960s. By the end of this video, you'll understand why many people believe is the most unique basketball player ever. It was Christmas Day 2025, Denver versus Minnesota. The final game of a huge holiday lineup. These two Western Conference rivals already had years of tension between them, and you could feel it from the opening tip all week long. Anthony Edwards said this was his moment. And honestly, he backed it up. Edwards scored 44 points, helped Minnesota erase a 15-point deficit, and then hit an unbelievable twisting three-pointer with just 1.1 seconds left to send the game into overtime. The Target Center crowd went absolutely crazy.
I looked it up. You've won 74% of your games when you have a triple-double.
Really? So that's a winning percentage, huh?
Yes.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah.
Jokic is 79.
Minnesota started overtime with a quick 9-0 run. Denver missed its first 5 shots. The Nuggets looked finished. The game felt over. Then Jokic took over completely. What happened next was something the NBA had never seen before. Jokic scored 18 points in overtime alone, the most ever in a single overtime period. He passed Stephen Curry's old record of 17 and didn't miss a single shot in OT. Perfect shooting. He hit 2 deep threes to spark a huge 16-4 Denver comeback run. Then, in the final 30 seconds, he calmly knocked down 8 straight free throws like it was nothing. No emotion, no panic, just complete control. His final numbers looked unreal. 56 points, 16 rebounds, 15 assists, 71% shooting, and 22-for-23 from the free throw line. No player in NBA history had ever put up those kinds of numbers in one game. Not Michael Jordan, not LeBron James, not Magic Johnson, not even Wilt Chamberlain. If people are still doubting Jokic after this, that's on them. And make sure to subscribe, because this NBA era is getting wild, and we're going to keep calling it exactly how it is. Before that night, no player had ever recorded a 55-point, 15-rebound, 15-assist game. Nikola Jokić didn't just break a record, he created a brand new one. And the craziest part is, he made it look easy.
See there on the screen, the Denver Nuggets 0 for 5 in overtime, and there's a hit. 2 minutes to go in overtime. Joker feeling it. Hits another 3. 44 points for the Joker. Here in overtime, Denver started OT, missing its first 5. They've hit their last 3. Jokic leaner, good.
I don't know. I can't guard him. I was just the last man that was tall enough, to be honest. There's no answer for Jokic, I'm not going to lie.
After the game, reporters asked Jokic about his historic performance. His response? He just shrugged and said he had a good game. That was it. No big reaction. No bragging. like he had just finished a normal 20-point game on a random Tuesday night instead of putting up one of the craziest stat lines in NBA history. And here's what makes it even crazier. That Christmas performance wasn't a one-time thing. It wasn't luck, and it wasn't just a hot streak. It was simply the best game during an unbelievable month throughout December. Jokic averaged 31 points, 11 rebounds, and 11 assists per game. In just 12 games, he recorded 6 triple-doubles and added 4 more double-doubles. Almost every night, he was putting up numbers most NBA players never reach even once in their careers. Against the Sacramento Kings, he scored 36 points while shooting 88% from the field. He barely missed a shot. It honestly looked like every time he threw the ball toward the basket, it was guaranteed to go in.
They got Pickett in there and watching 3, Jokic. Wow. Often. Jokic will now drive on the big man for the Wolves. Underneath, Brown to Jokic. Foul, count it.
But what he's doing right now this year, what he did last night, was a reminder that it's time to have different conversations about him outside of MVP.
Against the Houston Rockets, one of the NBA's best defensive teams with elite rim protection, Jokic was close to a 40-point triple-double, and he only played 29 minutes because the game was already over earlier that month against the Dallas Mavericks. He casually finished with 29 points, 20 rebounds, and 13 assists. Denver lost the game, but Jokic still completely dominated the stat sheet at this point. These performances don't even feel shocking anymore. They're becoming normal. This isn't luck. These aren't random hot nights. This is just what Nikola Jokic does now. Peyton Watson said it perfectly after the Christmas game. We're watching history every single night. There's no way you can take what he does for granted. And honestly, he's right. What people still don't fully understand is this. Every NBA era has superstars, Hall of Famers, and players who define a generation. But once in a while, a player comes along who feels completely different from everyone else. Not just better, different. Back in the 1960s, that player was Wilt Chamberlain. He scored 100 points in a single game, grabbed 55 rebounds in another, and once averaged 50 points for an entire season. His numbers sounded unreal, almost impossible. Wilt wasn't just dominating opponents. It looked like he was playing an entirely different game. Defenders looked helpless, stat sheets looked fake, and the gap between Wilt and everybody else was massive, and that's why people are starting to mention Jokic in conversations like this. Not because he plays the same style, but because the impact feels just as unique.
Against somebody like that, you're not going to lock someone like that down, but when you're trying to slow somebody like that, like, what do you even do?
Yeah. You just do the best you can.
Size is certainly on Porter Jr.'s side. Looking for a cutter. Instead, he finds Brown on the other side.
Chance, Joel Embiid could play on Sunday on ESPN. Oh, my goodness. Nikola Jokic.
It's literally incredible how many passes he makes where you're like, well, like, I tried. Like, it's just, there's nothing I can do about it.
For years, people compared Nikola Jokic to Wilt Chamberlain, and some fans thought it was too much. But after what Jokic did on Christmas, those comparisons don't sound crazy anymore. Jokic feels like the modern version of Wilt, a player so unique that everyone else looks like they're playing a different style of basketball. This era belongs to him right now. Think about this for a second. Over the last 6 seasons, Jokic is the only active player ranked in the top 10 in points, rebounds, and assists at the same time. Not just one category, not 2, all 3. Nobody else is even close to matching that combination. That Christmas performance also moved him to 3rd place all-time in Christmas Day scoring games. Only Wilt Chamberlain's 59 points and Michael Jordan's 60-point Christmas performances rank higher. That's legendary company, and the records keep piling up. Jokic now has 180 career triple-doubles, just one behind Oscar Robertson for 2nd place all-time. At the pace he's going, he'll probably pass that mark very soon.
Being 6'11", 6'10", 11, with basketball IQ, skill, he can shoot, he can dribble, he can pass, he sees things 3 steps ahead.
Jokic with 7 to shoot, guarded by Aldama. Going behind the back to Watson. Underneath. Put it away,
Mr. Jones. Oh, my goodness.
Like, there's always a place for a shooter, right?
Yes.
Always a place for a shooter in the NBA. There's always a place for somebody who can rebound. Now, if you can rebound and shoot, okay, you're going to be good. If you can rebound, shoot, handle, you're going to be really, really good.
50 million.
Yeah, if you can rebound, shoot, handle, and your basketball IQ is top 5 in the NBA, you're unstoppable.
Now here's the stat that really sounds unreal. Last season, Nikola Jokić became only the third player in NBA history to average a triple-double for an entire season. The only other players to ever do it were Oscar Robertson in 1962 and Russell Westbrook, who managed it 4 different times. That's the entire list. Just 3 players in more than 75 years of NBA basketball. But Jokić made it even crazier. While averaging a triple-double, he also ranked near the top of the league in scoring, rebounding, assists, and steals, something no player had ever done before. So the real question is simple. Why can't anyone stop him? It's definitely not because teams aren't trying. Coaches and defensive staff spend hours studying film and testing every possible strategy. They've tried single coverage, double teams, triple teams, zone defenses, switching everything, fronting the post, and defending him from behind. Eventually, Jokić breaks every single scheme apart. If you're watching this run happen live and not appreciating it, you'll probably regret it later. This is one of those careers people will talk about for decades. Start with his three-point shooting. Jokić is shooting over 40% from deep this season, which is elite for any player. For a 7-footer, it almost feels unfair. Last season, he shot a career-best 41.7% from 3 on nearly 5 attempts per game. Teams can't leave him open anymore. That old strategy of let him shoot is completely gone now. And then there's the mid-range game, where things get even more ridiculous. Jokić is shooting close to 60% from mid-range shots, while the league average is around 42%. Basically, he's turning difficult shots into easy ones.